Uttarakhand became the first state to bring in the Uniform Civil Code. The bill was tabled in the assembly and the government hailed it as a model for equality and women's rights. The main thrust of the UCC is on a common law for marriage, divorce, land, property and inheritance for all citizens irrespective of their religion in the state. The only exemption is for scheduled tribes of Uttarakhand. This law will also apply to residents of Uttarakhand living outside the state, but the next logical question is, could it be Uttarakhand today and India tomorrow? Already, the Union Law Minister has said that the nationwide UCC is currently being through the consultation process and is being reviewed by the Law Commission. So maybe a nationwide UCC could be a reality soon.
100% पूरे भारत में लागू होगा। यूसीसी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है। जब एक देश दो कानून नहीं चलेंगे, कानून एक ही चलेगा। ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट इशू है और मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ उत्तराखंड के मुख्यमंत्री जी को, उन्होंने सबसे पहले पहल की। मेरी पूरी इच्छा है, क्योंकि मैं वार्ता करने के बाद में बता पाऊंगा, बाकी 100% राजस्थान की विधानसभा में ये लागू होगा, पारित करेंगे और राजस्थान में नहीं पूरे भारत में लागू होगा।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने धारा 370 हटाने का वादा किया, पूरा कर दिया। रामलला का भव्य मंदिर बनाने का वादा किया, पूरा कर दिया। यूसीसी लाने का वादा किया हुआ है देश की जनता से। भाजपा का विचार का मुद्दा है और आज उत्तराखंड यानी देवभूमि से शुरुआत हुई है। आने वाले समय में मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि हमारी जो विचारधारा से जुड़े हुए विषय हैं वो आगे बढ़ेंगे।
We are lining up Assam Polygamy Ban Act. That is already, it is in the, it is with law department now for vetting. But we will also closely monitor the development of Uttarakhand. If Uttarakhand UCC bill is laid on 5th, then we see that that can be, we are in a position to implement the entire UCC. Then we will see that also, because our assembly is on 12th, so we have some time.
Basu Suraj and Harshvardhan Tripathi continue with us. We are joined by national spokesperson of AIMIM, Waris Pathan. I want to quote to you, Waris Pathan, what was said in the Shah Bano judgment of 1985. Article 44 of our constitution has remained a dead letter. There is no evidence of any official activity in framing a common civil code. A common civil code will help the cause of national integration by removing disparate loyalties to laws which have conflicting ideologies. If today there is uniformity and, more importantly, dehumanizing practices are outlawed, what can be the argument against?
Well, Padmaja, since the BJP has come into power, what we are seeing is every day they are doing things against the constitution, they are murdering the democracy, and they are finishing the pluralism and diversity of our great nation, Bharat. They are not getting the uniform civil code. Their intention is to get the Hindu civil code. This is what they will be doing. They want to target the Muslims and they want to humiliate them. Not only that, kindly see Article 29 speaks about right to culture is a fundamental right. How can you take away that from us? Now, pluralism and secularism is defined in section Article 25, 26, 29, 14, 19 and 21. These are basic structures of the constitution. So what will we do with that? Whether they will do as per the Dayabhaga school of thought or the Mitaksha school of thought, that nobody knows. Why do they want to get the uniform civil code bill now?
So let me ask you, what is pluralistic, secular or cultural about polygamy, nikah, halala or iddat? What is cultural about polygamy?
What is the evidence to show how many polygamy cases have you come across?
I'm saying even if there is one polygamy case.
How many cases of polygamy have you come across in the country? You don't have any
even
data.
Even if there is one
what
case
about
of
the
a girl being married off at the age of 13 is wrong.
Padmaja, let me tell you, this bill which they are bringing is against our Sikh brothers, our Adivasi brothers. Why Adivasis and tribals are left out? These are against our Hindu brothers as well. What will they do with the Hindu undivided family? See, in Goa, where the BJP is in power, they have a UCC. Their cow is yummy. In other states, cow is mummy. What will they do with that? That is why we say that India is a cultural liquid. We believe in different cultures. There are marriage practices. Lowest, highest child marriages are there in Hindus.
Sir, you are shifting a lot of goalposts. You are saying that the BJP is against secularism and pluralism because of UCC. Let me quote to you, sir, members of our Constitution Assembly who were in favor of UCC. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Chairman of the Drafting Committee. Jawaharlal Nehru, First Prime Minister of India. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Home Affairs. Maulana Abul Kazam Azad, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. all of them have spoken in favor of UCC at the time our constitution was being made. So either all of them were against secularism, pluralistic society and cultural practices of the Muslims, or it is a human rights issue. Which one of the two is it?
Show me, allow me, show me where did Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, who made the constitution, has said that uniform civil code should be mandatory.
Not in the
It can be
constitution.
voluntary.
At the
Nowhere
time,
they said that
at the time when the
you can make it
constitution
mandatory.
was being
They are making it
drafted,
mandatory.
Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said, the argument
the
whether
law
we should
commission said
attempt
that
such a
the
thing
need
seems
for
to me
why did the
somewhat
law commission
misplaced for
said-
the simple reason that we
Why
have
did
as a
the
matter
law
of fact,
commission said uniform civil code is not required in our country? The law commission, Padmaja, has said uniform civil code is not required in the country. Kindly see that also. Last time the law commissioner asked for the suggestion. We
sir,
have
you
also
asked me
given the
about
suggestion.
Dr. B.R.
Why not
Ambedkar, so I want to
implementation? That is why
quote to
we
you
said
what
prior
Baba
to
Saheb
the-
Ambedkar said.
prior-
Baba Saheb Ambedkar said,
Prior
the
to the
argument
election-
whether we
Allow
should
me to
attempt
complete.
such a thing as uniform code is somewhat misplaced for the simple reason that we have covered 80% of the country by the uniform civil code. Now it is too late to ask the question whether we should cover the rest. This is the framer of our constitution, the architect of
No,
our
late, only
constitution.
prior to the elections itself, the BJP wants to polarize the situation by just talking about the UCC. Let me tell you, the BJP has failed in all its promises which they had made. Modi guarantee. Show me a single guarantee fulfilled by the BJP in the last 10 years. 15
Okay,
lakh
I
rupees
will let
was
Basuri
deposited in your
Swaraj
and my
answer
account. Have you
about the
received?
timing.
No.
But I have a simple question, sir. The people who are at the receiving end of practices like polygamy, nikah halala, iddat, the marriage of girls as young as 13 or 14 only because they've hit puberty, are also Muslims. When you keep talking about Muslim rights, doesn't that include the rights of Muslim women? Why does it always seem to me that you are arguing for the rights of Muslim men?
You have already made a law on triple talaq. What happened after the law being made triple talaq? Desert Senate is increased. Ask Mr. Modi whether desert Senate increased or not, because there the onus lies on the woman to prove that yet she was given a triple talaq. Already there are Special Marriage Act is there, 1954.
Okay.
Already Indian Succession Act is there. Already Hindu Marriage Act is there. So what will you do with that? So why do you want to bring an act and create a confusion among the entire country? Because you want to polarize the situation. You don't have any other agenda prior to the 2024 election. And that is the sole reason to divert the mind of the nation from the basic issues. Modi government is not UCC like No. Without any argument in the assembly, they are just bringing the draft. Have you ever seen this?
Okay, Basuri Swaraj, many problems, a lot of resentment, timing, no consultation, not doing it nationwide, just doing tamasha. Basuri Swaraj.
Not at all. Padmaja, this is a very progressive piece of legislation. If you actually see, it actually takes care of almost 5 different aspects that affect every Bharatiya. Marriage, divorce, maintenance, inheritance and adoption. So it is not limited to certain cultural practices. This is not a prohibitory law in terms of that it does not allow Indians to or Bharatiya to practice their own religion. It does. But one nation, there should be one law. Just the way we have one common criminal code, you should have a civil code because we are one nation. Now please see, this is such a progressive piece of legislation that actually gives equal rights to all children, irrespective of their gender. Whether you're a male child or a female child, equal rights to inheritance. It does not distinguish in the rights of children on the basis of legitimacy. So whether you're born in wedlock or out of wedlock, whether a child is born out of surrogacy or reproductive assistance, the child has the same laws, even the same inheritance rights. This is a very progressive piece of legislation that will actually cure the social evil of child marriage. Varis Bhai himself said that it is actually the Hindus or the majority community which is plagued by it. Then this particular act which ensures that there is going to be a common civil code, a uniform age for girls and boys to get married, irrespective of their caste, creed, religion. It ensures that those children get an avenue and an opportunity to complete their education. This is a very, very progressive piece of legislation, but what is happening is it is seen from a very myopic lens of vote bank politics by people, respectfully, by people such as Varis Bhai, because obviously they want to cater to a certain class.
Okay.
The
Myopic communal look. Varis Pathan.
Well, let me answer to my co-panelist. Madam, may I ask you a simple question? You say equal law should be applied everywhere. In Himachal Pradesh, if Varis Pathan wants to go there and buy an agricultural land, can I buy? No, I cannot buy. What will you do with that? In Gujarat, there is a Disturb Act in Gujarat where a Muslim cannot purchase property in a Hindu area. Will you apply that everywhere in the country? In Goa, there is a law which says that if a man is married for 13 years and if it does not have a girl child, he can go and marry second time. What will you do with that? Will you also remove that? So
Actually,
before
it should
talking
be.
about polygamy or everything,
It
you have to take into
necessarily should be.
consideration of everything.
That should be. There is no doubt about it. I don't see anyone arguing for saying that a Hindu man being allowed to marry in Goa because his wife cannot produce a male heir is a great thing, and it strikes at the heart of our cultural practices. I sincerely hope that is done away with ASAP.
Girl. Yes, you want, but the BJP government does they want that? Okay, go and Goa, they have the government in BJP.
If I'm not mistaken, it has already been challenged in court, and I sincerely hope it is struck down. But good point. Basuri Swaraj, if you care so much for women, why don't you get your government in Goa to repeal that section?
In Goa, you have...
But this is what I'm saying. Once there is going to be a common civil code which is going to be brought uniformly across India, that's going to happen. It's going to take care of such practices. What Varis Bhai is saying is extremely dichotomous against his own point.
Harshvardhan ji, the political angle of this, do you think that this was brought in with an eye on votes or genuinely about human rights? Because जो मुसलमान है वो बार बार उनको लग रहा है कि हर इलेक्शन के पहले कभी आपका ट्रिपल तलाक को आपको प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है, कभी आपको 370 से प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है, अब आपको इससे प्रॉब्लम हो गई है.
नहीं पद्मजा, मुझे बताइए कि भारतीय जनसंघ या भारतीय जनता पार्टी इन इश्यूज के अलावा कौन से ऐसे इश्यूज थे जिसको उठाती थी? लेकिन आज तक तो सत्ता में नहीं आई. लेकिन जब वो सत्ता में आई तो अपने उन इश्यूज पर काम करती है. अगर 3 तलाक हट गया तो मुस्लिम महिलाओं को फायदा है, तो उसमें भारतीय जनता पार्टी को वोट कहां से मिलेगा? जब कहते हैं कि हम पोलराइज कर रहे हैं, तो क्या हिंदुओं को कुछ अलग से यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड में मिलेगा? नहीं मिलेगा. हाँ, मुसलमान आदमी 4 बीवी रख सकता था, वो 3 नहीं रख सकता है, तो वहां भी उन्हीं का गया. तो मुसलमान वोट है तो जाएगा या आएगा, उसमें भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी का क्या लेना देना? और अगर हम ये कह रहे हैं आज 21वीं शताब्दी में, तो हमें शर्म आनी चाहिए. हम अगर राष्ट्रीय टीवी चैनल पर नेशनल डिबेट में ये कह रहे हैं कि ना ना ना, अभी तो ये सब अलग अलग होगा, शरिया से चलाएंगे, जो मिडिल एज में हम लोग काम करते थे उस तरह से रहेंगे. शर्म आनी चाहिए. संविधान के दायरे में आज की तारीख में ये चर्चा हम कर रहे हैं, जबकि ये जब गणतंत्र बना था उसी दिन हो जाना चाहिए था कि हर नागरिक एक बराबर है. वारिस पठान और हर्षवर्धन त्रिपाठी के लिए अलग अलग नियम कानून रखना सांप्रदायिकता है. एक कानून रखना इस देश को संवैधानिक ढांचे के तहत लाना है. इसीलिए पुष्कर धामी संविधान की कॉपी लेकर और आर्टिकल 44 का जिक्र करके विधानसभा गए.
वारिस पठान.
अभी इन्होंने बात किया, मैं इनको हिंदी में जवाब दूंगा. सर मेरी बात सुनिए, आपने कहा मुसलमान 2 शादी करेगा, अगर दूसरी औरत भी रखेगा ना शादी करके, उसकी बीवी बुलाएगी. अगर हमारा नॉन मुस्लिम भाई शादी करेगा दूसरा, तो उसका क्या बुलाया जाएगा आपको हमको पता है. और कितने ऐसे केस हमने देखा है कि उनको मुसलमान बनना पड़ा था शादी करने के लिए, और क्या क्या हो रहा है, मैं उसमें नहीं जाता. आप कानून की समानता की बात करते हो ना सर, मैं आपकी रिस्पेक्ट करता हूं. आप मेरे को एक बात का जवाब दे दो, कानून समान होना चाहिए ना सब पे. तो सम्मानिता सबसे पहले लाओ उनके ऊपर जो हेट स्पीच देके बोलते चुन चुन के मारेंगे, जिनका बोलना यह है कि 15 मिनट नहीं, 10 मिनट नहीं, 5 मिनट तो हम पूरे मुसलमानों को खत्म कर देंगे. जो ये बोलते हैं कि देश के गद्दारों को गोली मारो, डैश डैश डैश, उन पर एफआईआर नहीं होता, लेकिन उस पर एफआईआर हो जाता है. मौलाना अगर ये बड़े नेता है अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी, एक मौलाना अगर ये बोल दिया, किसी का अशार पढ़ लिया, उस पर एफआईआर हो जाता है, तब ये कानून समानता है. नहीं, आप देखो बीच में बोल के आपकी इज्जत डाउन हो रही है. मेरा कुछ जा नहीं रहा, लोग सोच रहे कि क्यों बीच में बोल रही है. सुनिए, आपकी इज्जत करते हुए बता रहा हूं. वो एक मौलाना जो खाली इतना बोल देता है, शायर अशार पढ़ लेता है, फिलिस्तीन पे बात करते हुए उसके ऊपर एफआईआर हो जाता है, गुजरात की एटीएस आके लेकर चले जाती है, क्योंकि कानून में सामान्यता है। जिन्होंने एक जाति समुदाय के खिलाफ बोला नहीं, किसी की आस्था को ठेस नहीं पहुंचाया, उसके खिलाफ एफआईआर, वो कानून आपको चलेगा। बाकी जो रात दिन मुसलमानों को नरसंहार की बात करते हैं, बाहर से आया कि वातावरण खराब करते हैं हिंदू महासभा के नाम पर, उनके लिए दूसरा केस। ये सामान्यता नहीं, इसमें सामान्यता लाओ ना पहला। अगर सामान्यता लाना है ना आपको कानून के अंदर, तो उसमें लाओ। नहीं, आपका टारगेट एक ही चीज है, मुसलमानों को किसी भी तरह से ह्यूमिलेट करना। मुसलमान जो इतने सालों से प्रैक्टिस कर रहा है इस्लाम को, उसको आपको किसी भी तरह से खत्म करना। लेकिन उसमें आप हमारे हिंदू भाई, सिख भाई, ट्राइबल, आदिवासी, सबका नुकसान कर रहे हो। क्या करा आपने?
I'm out of time, so I will actually pick up on what Waris Pathan said. I'm glad you said, sir, कि हिंदू भाई, सिख भाई, सब भाई का नुकसान हो रहा है, क्योंकि हाँ, इवन हैंडेड नुकसान होना चाहिए। अगर किसी को खराब प्रैक्टिसेस पसंद हैं, तो सिख भाई भी, हिंदू भाई भी, मुस्लिम भाई भी, उन प्रैक्टिसेस में सबका नुकसान होना चाहिए। That is the true idea of secularism. Fine, 10 seconds.
मौलाना अजहरी ने जो किया है, उनके लिए जो किया गया वो कानून के दायरे में है। और जब हरिद्वार में एक धर्म सभा में भी गलत तरीके की बात की गई थी, तो वो भी सब पकड़े गए थे और जेल भेजे गए थे। और अगर आपको लगता है कि ये बताना कि नहीं तब किसी ने कुछ कह दिया था, मैं कह रहा हूं वारिस भाई, एक ही कानून रहेगा। जहर आप उगलेंगे तो आप भी जेल जाएंगे, और अगर मैं जहर उगलूंगा तो मैं भी जेल जाऊंगा।
तब उनके लिए कायदा अलग, कानून अलग, मौलाना के लिए कानून अलग। पहले एक खिलाओ।
And to the Dharma Sansad, the uniform law of hate speech, that is how it should be in a democratic secular country. Thanks, gentlemen. Basuri Siraj, completely out of time.